You may have seen this. It's been quite a big thing. Zohran Mamdani, which is the communist running to be the mayor of New York City, was recently crying in front of some reporters, talking about how 9/11 was the worst thing ever because his poor auntie couldn't wear her hijab on the subway after all these people were racist towards her. Of course, completely forgetting or not even acknowledging the 3,000 people that were murdered by radical Islamic terrorists. This was a big thing for him, talking about his auntie. Well, turns out that a little bit of research was done, and the only aunt that Zohran Mamdani has actually doesn't wear a hijab, and actually wasn't even in New York City during the time of 9/11. Very strange that he would make this claim, right? So anyways, we have Zohran Mamdani talking about this situation. Let's see what he has to say about straight up lying to people and using a sob story in order to get votes and in order to have people feel bad for him.
How will you respond to President Trump?
Recently, in a recent address about Islamophobia, you referenced your aunt and some of the harassment she was facing post 9/11. Is that a blood relative? Yes, that's. I was speaking about my aunt. I was speaking about Zerafui, my father's cousin, who sadly passed away a few years ago. And for the takeaway from my more than 10-minute address about Islamophobia in this race and in this city to be the question of my aunt tells you everything about Andrew Cuomo and his inability to reckon with a crisis of his own.
Look, I may have lied completely. I may have made up this aunt who's actually a distant cousin who's dead, so you can't ask her any questions or anything like that. Yeah, don't worry. I may have lied about all this, but really it's the fact that, the Islamophobia, and I can't believe you would even ask me this question, man. How dare you even bring that up? Look, the important part is that, very simply, he told a story that was completely not factual, was a lie. Specifically, was a lie to make people feel sorry for him. This is the kind of stuff that scam artists do. This is the kind of stuff that actors do. And he is both of those things. So it's not surprising that he's using made up stories about some fake aunt who got racist comments on the train during 9/11 to make you feel bad about him. It's also incredibly shocking that he did not even mention, oh my God, the 3,000 people who died during 9/11. That was not even a concern to him, because to him, the most important part of 9/11 was the fact that he had a made up aunt who died, or who was the victim of Islamophobia. Not any of the 3,000 people who died. That is insane. That should give you all the information you need to know about Zohran Mamdani. Absolutely crazy. Fact checked.